In a world flooded with constant distractions, uncertainty, and conflicting ideas about what it means to be a man, one figure stands tall across time and culture, speaking with unparalleled clarity. Maximus Decimus Meridius, the legendary general turned gladiator from Ridley Scott's Gladiator, isn't just a cinematic icon. He's a blueprint, a timeless guide for the modern man struggling to find meaning, purpose, and direction in a chaotic world. Imagine the moment, the thunderous roar of the Colosseum, dust swirling underfoot, blood, sweat, and tension in the air. As Maximus prepares for battle, he isn't just fighting for survival, he's fighting for something deeper: honor, justice, family. But his greatest weapon isn't the sword in his hand, it's the strength of his character. His story is about more than gladiatorial combat. It's a story of inner triumph, unshakable resolve, and a vision for a better world. Gladiator is more than a historical epic, it's a modern-day call to action. Now, imagine your arena. Maybe it's your job, your relationships, your community, or even your mental health. We may not face literal tigers and emperors, but today's men battle their own challenges every single day: anxiety, societal expectations, and the search for true purpose in a world that often seems devoid of meaning. The real question is, how do we, like Maximus, emerge victorious? Maximus gives us the answer, not through a speech or grandiose philosophy, but through action. Through living a life defined by core virtues: honor, duty, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to purpose. And the beauty of this? These are timeless principles, as relevant in ancient Rome as they are today, 2,000 years later. Whether you're a CEO or a student, a soldier or a father, Maximus's journey offers a roadmap to navigate the trials of modern life. In this essay, we'll dive deep into the character of Maximus, pulling from ancient Stoic philosophy, Aristotle's virtue ethics, and modern discussions about masculinity. We'll unpack what makes Maximus a hero, not just in the Colosseum but in the hearts of men today. The goal? To inspire a new generation of men to rise above the noise, discover their own sense of purpose, and, in the spirit of Maximus, unleash the hero within. By the end of this essay, we'll see how Maximus's journey, from general to gladiator, from slave to redeemer, isn't just a story. It's a guidebook for anyone who wants to lead with integrity, live with purpose, and fight for something greater than themselves. Are you not entertained? I am Nameless King. Leave sub, like, and comment. Let's dive into today's topic. Picture this: Maximus standing amidst the chaos of battle, dust swirling in the air, swords clashing, and death all around. His soldiers look to him, not because of his rank, but because of his unshakable composure. It's not just physical strength or military strategy that makes Maximus formidable. It's his inner strength, his stoic mastery over his own emotions. This control, this calm in the storm, is what elevates him from a warrior to a hero. At the heart of Maximus's character lies Stoicism, an ancient philosophy founded by thinkers like Zeno of Citium and later perfected by Rome's own Marcus Aurelius, a figure central to Gladiator. Stoicism teaches us that life is filled with unpredictability, suffering, and pain, but it's how we respond to these challenges that defines us. For the Stoic, true power comes from mastering one's internal world, regardless of external circumstances. This is the secret to Maximus's invincibility. In one of the most gut-wrenching moments of Gladiator, Maximus is betrayed by Commodus, loses his family, and is condemned to slavery. This would break most men. The grief and rage would consume them. But what does Maximus do? He doesn't scream or wallow in despair. He feels the pain, acknowledges the tragedy, and then presses forward, focused on his duty. This is Stoicism in action, understanding that while we can't control the events of life, we can always control our reactions. Stoics believe in the concept of apatheia, not to be confused with apathy, but a state of being unperturbed by life's highs and lows. Maximus embodies this. In the face of loss and suffering, he chooses to act with dignity. His composure in the Colosseum, as he faces deadly combat, isn't just physical bravery, it's the Stoic's mental discipline. He has mastered himself. For modern men, this lesson is invaluable. In today's world, where anxiety, stress, and emotional burnout are rampant, the ability to control one's emotions is a superpower. We live in a culture that often encourages us to react impulsively, whether it's lashing out on social media or spiraling into negativity over things we can't control. Maximus, through his stoic resilience, shows us a different path: face adversity with calm, find strength within, and focus only on what you can change. Another crucial Stoic principle is amor fati, or love of fate. Stoicism teaches that we must embrace whatever life throws at us, good or bad, as part of the natural order. Maximus exemplifies this when he accepts his fate as a gladiator, despite once being a powerful general. Rather than fight against what he can't change, he embraces his new reality, using it to fuel his mission of avenging his family and restoring Rome. In modern life, this idea of accepting fate is hard to grasp. We're conditioned to believe that we can control everything, that success is entirely within our hands. But sometimes, life hits us with circumstances beyond our control: a layoff, a breakup, an illness. Like Maximus, we must learn to accept what we cannot change and focus on what we can: our attitude, our actions, our purpose. Stoicism isn't just about enduring hardship, it's about finding purpose in the face of it. Maximus doesn't just survive his trials, he transcends them. Even when reduced to a slave, he remains driven by a larger mission: to honor his family, to fulfill Marcus Aurelius's vision for Rome, and to seek justice for the wrongs he's endured. This unwavering sense of purpose is what makes him unbreakable. Today's world is filled with distractions that pull us away from our purpose. We're bombarded by messages about success, fame, and wealth, but these often leave us feeling empty. Maximus reminds us that true fulfillment comes not from external achievements but from having a mission larger than ourselves. Whether it's fighting for your family, your community, or a cause you believe in, purpose gives us the strength to face life's toughest battles. So, how can today's men take a page from Maximus's Stoic playbook? Start by mastering your emotions, acknowledge them, but don't let them control you. Practice emotional resilience in the face of challenges, big or small. When life throws you curveballs, don't fight fate, embrace it, adapt, and use it to fuel your personal mission. And most importantly, find your purpose. In a world that often feels chaotic and meaningless, having a guiding star, a mission, makes all the difference. Like Maximus, use your trials as opportunities to grow, to strengthen your character, and to rise above the noise. Maximus is the ultimate Stoic hero, not because he's fearless, but because he masters fear. He doesn't bend to the chaos of the world around him. He controls what he can: his actions, his attitude, his purpose. In this way, he becomes invincible. In a world that constantly seeks to distract, overwhelm, and drain us, that's a lesson every man can take to heart. Honor, duty, loyalty. These words echo throughout history, across cultures, as the defining virtues of great men. In Gladiator, Maximus embodies these values like few others, living by a personal code that shapes every decision he makes, from the battlefield to the gladiatorial arena. These values are not just relics of ancient times, they are the foundation of a meaningful, virtuous life, especially in a world where such traits often feel outdated or compromised. Honor is a concept that's difficult to define in modern times. It's not something that's talked about as much in today's culture, where the focus is often on individual success, fame, or wealth. But for Maximus, honor isn't about personal gain, it's about living by a code of ethics that transcends personal desires. It's about loyalty to a greater cause, whether that's to his emperor, his soldiers, or his family. Maximus's sense of honor is most vividly seen in his loyalty to Marcus Aurelius. Even after the emperor's murder by Commodus, Maximus remains committed to the vision Marcus Aurelius had for Rome, a republic restored to its former glory, free from tyranny. This commitment drives his every action. It would have been easy for Maximus to seek vengeance or personal power, but he doesn't. His honor binds him to something larger than himself, a vision of justice and the greater good. For modern men, this concept of honor is crucial. In a time when personal gratification is often prioritized, living by a personal code of ethics, whether in personal relationships, career, or social responsibility, can be transformative. Honor means staying true to your values, even when it's inconvenient or challenging. It means putting the greater good above selfish desires, something Maximus exemplifies at every turn. Maximus's sense of duty is deeply intertwined with his honor. As a general, he feels an immense responsibility toward his men, leading by example and earning their loyalty. When he fights alongside them, he isn't just commanding from the sidelines, he's in the thick of battle, sharing in their struggles and their victories. This is the mark of true leadership, not only telling others what to do, but demonstrating it through your own actions. But Maximus's duty extends far beyond his role as a military leader. After losing his family and becoming a gladiator, his duty shifts to a larger cause, the restoration of Rome's honor and the fulfillment of Marcus Aurelius's vision. Even when he is stripped of everything, his rank, his freedom, his family, his sense of duty drives him forward. For men today, the concept of duty is often lost amidst the noise of individualism and self-interest. Maximus reminds us that duty is not a burden, but a calling. Whether it's duty to family, community, or a higher cause, embracing responsibility makes life more meaningful. It gives structure, purpose, and a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond fleeting personal success. Loyalty is a central theme in Gladiator. Maximus's loyalty to his men, his emperor, and his family is unwavering, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. This loyalty isn't blind, he doesn't serve corrupt leaders like Commodus. Instead, his loyalty is rooted in justice and righteousness. He remains true to those who deserve his loyalty, and his actions are driven by this fierce devotion. Even as a gladiator, Maximus inspires loyalty in those around him. He forms bonds with fellow slaves, earning their respect and admiration not through fear, but through integrity and leadership. This speaks to the idea that loyalty is earned, not demanded. Maximus leads by example, and his loyalty inspires others to follow him even in the face of death. For modern men, loyalty is often tested in a world where relationships can feel transactional and fleeting. Maximus shows that true loyalty is about standing by those you believe in, even when the odds are against you. It's about being there for your loved ones, your friends, and your community, not out of obligation, but because of a deep sense of commitment and love. Maximus's character is a masterclass in honor, duty, and loyalty, virtues that have become increasingly rare but are desperately needed in today's world. For men seeking to navigate the complexities of modern life, Maximus offers a reminder that living by these timeless principles brings strength, respect, and, ultimately, fulfillment. What happens when a man loses everything, his rank, his freedom, his family? Many would crumble under the weight of such loss. But Maximus's true greatness emerges not when he is at the height of power as a general, but when he is stripped of everything and forced into slavery. It is in this moment of crisis that Maximus reveals the true essence of leadership. Maximus's leadership is rooted in service. He doesn't command through fear or intimidation. He leads through example, earning the loyalty and trust of those around him by sharing in their struggles. As a general, he fought alongside his men, and as a gladiator, he fought alongside his fellow slaves. This idea of leadership as service resonates deeply in today's world, where the most effective leaders are those who put the needs of their team or community above their own personal ambitions. Maximus embodies the philosophy of servant leadership, a concept that has gained traction in modern leadership studies. Servant leaders prioritize the growth, well-being, and development of others, rather than focusing solely on personal power. In both the battlefield and the Colosseum, Maximus constantly elevates those around him. His strength as a leader comes not from asserting dominance, but from lifting others up. In a world where leadership is often associated with ego and authority, Maximus offers a different model, one rooted in humility, empathy, and service. Modern leaders, whether in business, politics, or community organizations, can learn from this approach. It's not about being the loudest or most powerful person in the room. It's about inspiring others by being the kind of leader you would want to follow. Maximus doesn't just lead, he transforms those around him. Whether it's his soldiers in battle or the gladiators in the arena, Maximus inspires others to become better versions of themselves. This is the essence of transformational leadership, a style in which leaders inspire and motivate followers to achieve more than they thought possible. In the Colosseum, Maximus turns a group of slaves and criminals into a cohesive fighting force. He doesn't do this through force or manipulation, but through inspiring their loyalty and respect. He gives them a vision beyond mere survival. He gives them something to fight for, a sense of purpose. And in doing so, he elevates them, turning them into a team that can stand against the odds. In the modern world, this type of leadership is desperately needed. In times of crisis, whether it's a global pandemic, political upheaval, or economic uncertainty, leaders who can inspire and unite people are invaluable. Maximus shows that transformational leadership isn't about titles or status. It's about being the kind of person who others want to follow because you stand for something greater than yourself. Maximus's leadership is forged in the crucible of crisis. When he loses everything, he doesn't lose himself. Instead, he rises to the occasion, showing that true leadership isn't about maintaining control when everything is going well, but about standing tall when everything falls apart. For modern men, the lessons from Maximus's leadership in crisis are clear. When faced with challenges, whether personal, professional, or societal, the instinct may be to retreat, to give in to despair or frustration. But Maximus teaches us that crisis is the ultimate test of character. It's in these moments that true leaders emerge, not by seeking power, but by serving those around them, by standing firm in their values, and by inspiring others to rise above the chaos. Maximus's leadership goes beyond titles and authority. It is defined by service, humility, and the ability to inspire others in times of crisis. In a world that constantly faces challenges, his model of leadership offers timeless lessons for modern men. Lead by example, serve others, and never lose sight of your values, even in the darkest of times. Maximus Decimus Meridius, the once powerful general turned gladiator, offers far more than an epic cinematic spectacle. He offers a model of manhood that is timeless, relevant, and deeply inspiring for men today. In a world where masculinity is often misunderstood, Maximus stands tall as a figure of strength, honor, and purpose, a man who lives by a code of ethics that transcends personal gain. Through the lens of Stoicism, we see Maximus's inner strength, his control over his emotions, and his ability to accept fate without being defeated by it. His commitment to honor, duty, and loyalty reminds us that true manhood is about standing by your values, even when the world around you crumbles. His leadership, forged in crisis, teaches us that being a leader is not about power, but about serving others and lifting them up in times of need. Most of all, Maximus's sense of sacrifice and purpose shows us that true fulfillment comes not from what we take from the world, but from what we give to it. His journey from revenge to redemption teaches us that our greatest legacy lies in the causes we serve, not in the battles we win for ourselves. In today's world, where masculinity is often in crisis, Maximus offers a guiding star. His balanced approach to manhood, combining strength with compassion, duty with sacrifice, and leadership with humility, provides a path forward for modern men seeking to rise above the noise and become the best versions of themselves. Maximus offers a powerful antidote to the crisis of masculinity in the modern world. His version of manhood, rooted in honor, strength, and compassion, is a blueprint for men today who seek to navigate a world filled with conflicting messages about what it means to be a man. By embodying these timeless virtues, men can rise above the noise and become the leaders, protectors, and role models our world desperately needs. So, as we look to Maximus for inspiration, the question remains, are you not entertained? More importantly, are you not inspired? Because, like Maximus, each of us has the potential to unleash the hero within.